Good evening, I'm Elizabeth Noreika. This is Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock. And we begin tonight in St. Albans, where we are continuing to learn new information about that federal investigation. Right now, the FBI on the scene at Diversified Services. If that name sounds familiar, it should. They are linked to Freedom Industries, the company responsible for the chemical leak that contaminated the drinking water of 300,000 people.
Rick, it's certainly a very chaotic situation, and it has been for much of the day. Anytime anybody is told not to use their water at all, obviously it's going to be a very scary and stressful situation, and that's why we're bringing you these reports so that you stay safe and so that you have the latest information, because we're going to get through this together. And this all started earlier today with a chemical leak. Eyewitness News reporter Katie Brown breaks down what happened and what's being done to fix the problem. Hello and good evening from Washington, D.C. We are here continuing to press lawmakers for answers concerning the West Virginia water crisis. Right now I'm standing in front of the White House. We had requested an interview with President Barack Obama, but unfortunately we did not hear back from his camp. But we did hear from Senator Joe Manchin, and he says he has been in close contact with the president. Now, I did get a chance to sit down with Senator Joe Manchin earlier today, and he says he's still very upset that chemicals leaked into our drinking water. Good evening. I'm here in Washington, D.C., still trying to get some answers from your lawmakers about the West Virginia water crisis. Today, we've been told from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention that the water is not necessarily safe, but that it is appropriate to use. That answer is not sitting well with many of us, so I took some of your concerns to Congresswoman Shelley Moore Capito. This is what she had to say earlier today. Lawmakers will be in Charleston on Monday for a congressional hearing where the conversation on the water crisis will continue. Congresswoman Capito says there are still two questions that are very important to be answered. Is our water safe? And what can we do to prevent this from happening again? Reporting in Washington, D.C., Elizabeth Noreika, Eyewitness News.
Looking back several years to one of the most magical nights of our high school lives, for some, I suppose.
Yeah, I was going to say for some, not for everybody.
Maybe not.
And we've received some great pictures for this Throwback Thursday, taking you back in time and down memory lane.
Brace yourself.
And we're talking about prom pictures. Check out this great shot sent to us by Diane Wilkinson Cooper. This is a picture of her at her senior prom in 1982.
That's brave, Diane. Thank you for sending.
She looks beautiful.
She does.
She is with her now husband, Ron Cooper.
To do this, the World Health Organization is advising people cut the amount of sugar in your daily diet in half.
Wow, the new proposed guidance will cut the recommended daily sugar intake from 10 to 5% of your day's total caloric intake.
Ever wonder where a lot of the movie stars and fitness gurus get such great abs? What are they doing to build that six-pack up?
Yeah, a lot of people want to know their secrets. Well, experts say they are probably working on their core muscles. What's the difference between the core and the abs? Here's Susan Hendricks with today's Health Minutes. Well, Steph, we're working on a lot of stories here in our newsroom for you on Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock. And one of those stories is very disturbing. It has to do with a murder out of St. Albans.
And we are live outside of our studios here in Charleston as weather is our top story tonight. And it's not snowing right now, but it snowed off and on throughout the day. And it is freezing outside, and that's going to be the story as we head into the overnight. I'm going to go back inside and warm up a little bit, so I'm going to send things over to Chief Meteorologist Jim Barrick, who's going to tell you what you can expect tonight.